We're going to start with 50 production shaft. So in 5th place, we got Riot Stadlik. Here, sorry about that. Here. After you guys get your awards, we hand them to you. If you could stand up on the stage and we'll get pictures. Forrest Evans.
Hold it up right.
3rd, Axton McGuire. And then 2nd, Lane Gilder. And then your 50cc production shaft drive state champion, Hudson Bailey. All right, you guys want to take it on? That's stage art.
I just don't know.
All right, 50cc production chain drive. In 4th, we got Axel Blackhall. In 3rd, Thomas Baldiga. 2nd, Jagger Kibzinski. And then your 50cc production chain drive state champion is Hudson Bailey. And just a reminder, voting for special awards is now closed. All right, 50cc open. In 3rd, Forrest Evans. Second, Hudson Bailey. And your 50cc open state champion, Aiden Kramer.
My mom, my dad,
at 65 cc. So in fifth, Jagger Jatsinski. Fourth, Odin Music. Third, Reed Bartram. And second, Aiden Kramer. And your 65cc state champion, Carson Damier. All right, let me get something you want to think.
My mom, my dad, and my uncle Nick for getting me off the line. My mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, and sisters. My mom, dad, my sister, Lance Richards, Jeannie Tears, Steven Psychocells, Steven Sportsers, 30 Spray Foam, Continental, Electric, and everybody else. Thanks. I want to thank my mom, my dad, for Benny Wheels Motorcycle Club, Dunlop, DL Racing. I'd like to thank Big Ben and my parents.
All right, 85cc. So, and sixth, we got Marky Cost. In fifth, Gavin Schwinderson. In fourth, Old Music. Third, Avery Bailey. Second, Gage Friars. And your 85cc state champion, Trip Bailey.
My dad, my mom, Team Sintel, and my grandpa Tim, and that's about it. DL Racing, DNR Reporter West Branch, my mom, my dad, Cost Motorsports, and everyone else that supports. Mom, Dad, Grandpa, Brian Bagel. Cost Motorsports, Riders Addiction, Central Motorsports, and everyone else.
All right, 200 or 250cc. In sixth, Harlazan. Fifth, Levi Montgomery. Fourth, Deegan Lickfeld. Third, Jacob Jevick. Second, Jacob Washer. And your 250cc state champion is Lance Richards.
I didn't practice this, but I want to give a big thanks to my dad, mom, and I also want to thank Jordan, Dusty from Giant Roofing and Low Light Motocross, Checkered Threads, Fullerton Tool, VP Racing, and VP Race Fuels, Foster Blue Water Oil, and Chris and Jessica for putting all these events on. Low Light Motorsports and Two Bed Racing.
Mom, Dad, Dewey, Henrik, Dan, and
First of all, Mom and Dad, Common Unified Doors, Enginized, Cohen Industries, J&M Logging, Blue Glass and Rubber, Brandy, amazing woman, Majestic CNC Solutions, and everybody else. Thank you.
And high-tech design, besides that, I paid for the shit myself.
All right, All-Star. So with this being new class this year, I'm going to tell you, this was a fun class to watch. I'm expecting bigger things out of it as we continue to offer this class. So in third, Bryson Perryman. Second, Jacob Jevick. And your All-Star State Champion, Michael Moore.
I want to thank Mom, Dad, Nordred Motorsports, Grandpa Mike, and Two Bad Racing. Can't forget Uncle Jared.
Two Bad Racing and Nordred Motorsports.
Mom and Dad, Bob Ditchin, North Ride Motorsports, Big Ben Family Campground, and Brian Bigelow.
All right, 458. In fourth, we got Chris Deppa. And third, Michael North. Second, Zachary Sauer. And your 458 state champion, Lance Richards.
Mom, Dad, Giant Roofing, Jordan, VP, Blue Foster, Fullerton Tool, Checkered Threads. Peter's Party Store, Pink County, Mike's Corner Store, Crow, Ron Grand Racing, Mylon Hayes.
Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, and Too Bad Racing.
You forgot Northridge. Probably his biggest sponsor. All right, 450B. And third, we got Hayden Eddy. Second, Harlan Zahn. And your 450B state champion, Robbie Mitchell.
Big Ben Family Campground, Jackson Denver in the back there, Colt Farms. Neighbor there. If you want any chickens, he has them for sale. What else I got there? Cody Salzburg, Jackson, Hunter Lozon. He's a good racer, so.
I'd just like to thank Garrett Motorsports and my thanks to Tim Graphics.
I'd like to thank my dad, Gears Motorsports, and TBR Racing.
All right, bet 30 plus. And second, Anthony Lighthouse. And your bet 30 plus state champion, Sean Colson.
Thank Ted Freeman for dragging me into this. Freeman Racing, motorcycles, West Acres, my wife for allowing us to have him, and Chris and his wife for putting on great events every weekend and making this ice racing season everything it is.
Mother Nature
For working this year.
All right, Pro-Am. And third, Levi Montgomery. Second, Brady Bergeron. And your Pro-Am state champion, Lance Richards.
So I kind of got something special to say. So we appreciate Jessica and Chris putting all this on. So Dave and Nikki actually donated a charter to get them a weekend off. So I got with all the racers trying to get around, and I got some money around to get them a weekend off with a free charter and pretty much free weekend.
Thank you guys. I'm speechless.
Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank each and every one of you. So,
Uncle Sheriff.
So I do this, and I put my heart, soul, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. My wife, my family, we all do this because we love ice racing. We love seeing each and every one of you every weekend that we can during the winter. So, but thank you guys.
I just want to thank everyone. I think for Palm Duval Fine Jewelers, J&M Logging, all the guys that support me. I'm about 6 championship, vice championships deep behind me. Lance was seconds. And I know I'm going to hear at least once tonight, how many jackets you got, Levi?
I do to say though, who's the sharpest dressed guy here though?
I saw him on that. Someone said we're calling Christian clothing company. They're my church clothes, but it's also funny. Me and Lance are the only ones up here for Pro-Am, but it seems like me and Lance are always bouncing off each other on the track anyway. So.
All right, Rubber Solo Open. In 5th, we got Delbert Dodd. In 4th, Levi Montgomery. In 3rd, Andy Pemberton. In 2nd, Dylan Cook. And your Rubber Solo Open state champion, Deacon Lichtfeld. Before I give you guys the mics to say your thanks, Delbert, Andy, and Deegan, you guys just stay up here for this.
I'd like to thank you, Glenn, Robert, Russ Wallner, Mom, Dad, Dewey Stanek, and more. I guess I don't know.
We came to the race.
Just get to it, I've been battling my race. Yeah, I show up to race every time.
Not winning though, getting beat by a girl.
Hey, listen, it did happen. Let me tell you what, that girl was on me by that last race. Hey, listen, that's a whole different class. We'll talk about that in the next awards right here. I want to thank some people. Biggest sponsor is Bailey's, Wallach. They're all here. Obviously, they're big ice racers and all that. They've done so much for me in that, getting houses and all that. So they ain't got to drive and get up 2 hours. And yeah, you guys know how that goes. This ice race is a little rough, a little different than the pit bike scene, but yeah, we're having fun. But TV Parts, Keystone Cycles. PCM, yes, I'm learning all their stuff. Yeah. You know, everybody's showing up to that and everybody's being cool like normal moto people and that. And I'll figure out something on the next one. All right, here's to the young man. No, that's you.
Okay, great picture, 14 for now all the races, and thank you, and thank your wife for getting my van unstuck.
How many years you been racing?
Come on, you gotta get on the bike, you gotta talk about it. Almost 60.
60 years? Almost 60 years. Wow.
You guys already heard of Tommy Duo Fine Doers, JM Logging, Engine Ice, all the guys behind me that support me. Thank you.
Never stop. Yeah. Never back down, number one.
All right, Rubber Solo 250. In sixth, Russell Woolner. And fifth, Delmer Dodd. Fourth, Andy Pemberton. Third, Seth Bailey. Second, Dylan Cook. And the Rubber Solo 250 state champion, Deegan McBell.
I would like to thank Russ Walner, Mom, Dad, Grandpa, Grandma, Dewey, Dan, Central Motorsports, Mickey, and
Unbelievable. This is the Bailey kid. Son of Bailey's Welding. You know, he's not going to say, hey, thanks, Dad, for, getting all my shit and bringing me to all these races. I'll talk for him. This is his son. But anyways, I guess back to me. You guys already know a few of my sponsors and that. Big shout out to the rest of these guys. They did a hell of a job. And I run some races and that, and it's not easy. It's a lot of work. And I call this guy here and there, and he's like, yeah, I'm out here checking the ice, going over this track. I don't know if we're going to race here, we're going to race there. And I'm like, these guys put a lot of time and effort into it. So big shout out to him and his wife. And I call him Bug over here. But anyways, we're going to send it back over to the young man next to me again. Here we go, big guy. Come on.
Load and unload the bike, eat and air and coffee on it. And all the racing motors were on. Good job.
Woo! All right, I'm going to talk to Russ one time. Big shout out to Russ Waller. He's putting a big, I don't know if everybody knows about the big World National Rubber Rig Race. We're racing next Sunday in Ohio. That's kind of cool. We invited some of us guys there, so it's going to be a pretty cool show. Anyways, that's it.
Come on, Ross. Get on. CNC Solutions. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, show up Sunday. I'll meet you.
All right, lightweight sidecar. On this is for your drivers. On 7th, Deegan Bailey. In 6th, Jordan Stodley. In 5th, Justin Bailey. And fourth, Randy Potts. And third, Billy Cunningham.
He's not here. He's still ready to try
Second, Lance Salati second. And your lightweight sidecar state champion, Lance Salati Sr.
Andy, the trophies are getting bigger.
The rest of my crew helped wrench all that stuff.
Who's Chris?
You know Chris is?
Oh, you met him before? Oh, yeah, Billy's not here. He's riding travel bikes. I'm just a hack driver, so yeah. And everybody else is sleeping, so I guess here we go. Next class. Here we go.
All right, so for lightweight sidecar passengers, seventh, Kaylee Andrich. Sixth, Don Bailey. Fifth, Travis Byard. Fourth, Jason Kellogg. Third, Andy Pemberton. Second, Joshua McKinney. And your lightweight sidecar passenger state champion is Robert Hart.
Put it on, dude. You gotta put it on right now.
I guess I want to thank Mark Slotty there for helping us take the whole game with this. Josh for convincing me to do it too. And everybody else that helped. And Little Ron is not here. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it.
Chris Ellis, Ron Slotty, everybody else, thank you.
You guys see Lance? He's sitting right here at the middle table. He's a pretty good fellow. He kind of kept me in this actually because I met him over at the old Baja Brawl about 4 or 5 years ago, and he was kind of a goofy kid, and I was like, this guy showed up, and I'm like, this guy's kind of fast. I didn't know he's even good. He was in the 1985 retro Honda suit, and I was like, this guy's awesome. I got to the hospital last year with MRSA. He just sees me admired. He's like, what's up, dude? I'm like, what's happening? So here we are racing every weekend, talking on the phone, and so I just keep doing this, and I give up a lot of stuff, but man, it's a great community, dude. Everybody here is awesome. I mean, it's a whole model thing, you know, whatever. It is what it is, and we're jumping, riding, doing whatever. But if you guys ain't too busy on August 1st, you might want to come check out my backyard. We're going to have a little Ando land race, and it's pretty much one of the longest races you've been to. Bring your pit bikes, and yeah, let's go.
I just want to say for
Let's get it, Chris.
All right. So we're going to go heavyweight sidecar. These are drivers. In ninth, Spencer Draw. In eighth, Jordan Stodlick. In seventh, Trevor Fair. In sixth, Justin Bailey. Fifth, Jason Kellogg. Fourth, Lance Salati, Senior. Third, Stan Patotnik.
This is not me at all. What guy's in the bathroom, the other guy's not here. This is my buddy.
Second, Seth Bailey. And your heavyweight sidecar state champion, Timothy Rowland.
He brought it out before we got on stage. I got to one up him. We got my tippers.
Thank you, Rachel Ray. Thanks Dan Coda, Cliff Hadel. Thanks Cook Brothers Tires. Thanks for all the promoters, all the volunteers, anybody that works behind the scenes to put all the races on. Thanks Eric for doing the pictures. Thank you.
Thanks for nobody falling off the sidecar. That helps.
Yeah, what he said. I am not in this class at all. I just showed up. One guy's in the bathroom, other guy's not here. But they're like, go get it. So here we go. Nobody else up to talk. All right, back to you. Thanks again to this guy.
All right, our heavyweight sidecar passengers. So in seventh, Brent Jordan. Or I'm sorry, no, sorry, he didn't do races here. Sixth, Don Bailey. Fifth, Randy Putz. Fourth, Dylan Cook. Third, Joshua McKinney. Second, R.J. Bailey. And your heavyweight sidecar passenger state champion, Timothy Rollins, Jr.
Being here, putting on the time, and then for all the clubs putting on the events as well.
I want to thank Christian and Lloyd. And then I want to thank the tables for letting me ride in the back of their motorcycles on there. Chris Ellis, his wife, Brother SB, Monsley, and anybody else. All right, solo hat. In 10th, Dustin Cunningham. 9th, Susie Tice. In 8th, Jason Kellogg. 7th, Trevor Fair. 6th, Kevin Burns. 5th, Lon Salati, Senior. 4th, Greg Reddish. 3rd, Timothy Rollins, Jr. 2nd, Deegan Bailey. And your solo hat, state champion, Timothy Rollins, Sr. So, all right, for vintage, your vintage state champion is Bruce Durfee. While Bruce is up here, I'm going to go ahead and call up to our 40-plus state champion, Eric Schweierson.
I just want to thank DNS Vintage Cycle, my silent partner over there. She just, puts up all the shenanigans for the races, and the Woolner family for helping out at all the races. And thank you for putting the races on.
For 50 plus, he's not here, but your 50 plus state champion is John Neppa. So for women, in 3rd, Ava Freeman. And 2nd, Ailey Freeman. Your 2nd, Ailey Freeman. And your women's state champion is Landry Hazen. Actually, I need to correct something though. So, Ailey and Landry are actually tied. So, they're actually co-champions. You have a co-company. That's the wrong word, so we'll get it out. This was the one and only class that were actually tied where I could not, no matter what I did, try to break that tie. So that's why they're going to end up at basically being coaching.
I'd like to thank my mom, dad, brother, Chris, Bella, Cody from Gears Motorsports, Steven Cycle, and Big Cycle.
I'd like to thank Nana Papa. Nana Papa.
Put it on! Put it on! Put it
All right, Mad Dog. In second, we got Teddy Campbell. Andy Mad Dog, state champion, is Andy Pemberton.
Come on, Andy, let's hear how you got beat in this class. Listen, tell me when I get the mic in my hand. I already put it on, okay? Put a little bit down. See it.
Yeah, so we were racing in Port Huron one day, and I've been having some issues with fuel hot. And, well, I got beat by a girl. And I don't think she's here. She didn't even show up today. Oh, there she is. Yeah. Why don't you stand up to show everybody who I got beat by? Stop CTR 125. That was a bad day. But hey, you know what? It was still good racing. We had a great time, and it's not a good joke. No one's letting me live that one down. So next year, this class is all you. I'm building the side harness. Yeah, I kind of move on. But I got some cool front tires. Everybody needs something for a 110 or something. Oh, you know what I'm talking. So anyways, we were racing this one time, and it's like, hey, my bike's faster than yours. I was like, yeah, it is. And then I beat him. By the front tire on the first race.
All right, our next class is limited traction. This was a new class that was kind of brought to me almost last minute. But I actually believe in it. The concepts where I think it will help to bring new faces into the sport because it is ultimately it's a cheap way of getting into ice racing. But your limited traction state champion is Dwayne Stanek. All right, quad A. And fourth, Nicholas Dutcher. In third, Brad Dowyer. And second, Jacob Gilbert. And your quad A state champion is Hunter Schaefer.
CDI Racing, FXR, VP, Henson, Maximo, ODI, family friends.
Team CDI, Gilbert Racing Motorsports, We Graphics, and a lot, so just gonna pass it over.
I'd like to thank my son Carson, first place 65, making me get up every morning and do this with him. First year for him, so it's a lot of fun. I'd like to thank Nick for making me go all the time, and my wife for putting up with these shenanigans.
I just want to thank my bank account for holding on this season.
All right, Quad B. In third, Jason Tompkins. Second is Trey Milheisler. And your Quad D state champion is Cameron Ice.
FXR, Dawson West, Phoenix Racing, Henson Racing, Hoosier Engine Ice, ODI, Championship Power Sports, Hoosier Racing, Gaffler USA, Lonnie Hubby, Rocket Machining and Design, Forwards, Carbon Fiber, VP Racing Fuels, TCI Racing, Mom and Dad, Kennedy and Hunter, and my grandparents.
I'd like to thank my wife, Jacob, Hunter, Chris. Thank you.
All right, Quad Bet 30 plus. Your state champion is Nicholas Dutcher. Quad Pro-Am. And second, we have Jacob Gilbert. Actually, before we even go with this, I don't know if you guys are watching this class this year. Obviously, it wasn't very big, but it was very fun to watch, though, because these two with my bikes. Getting into each other all the time.
Sorry about that.
But it literally came down to the last race. So they went into the state championship race tied. Yeah, so this was definitely a good class to watch. So, but your Quad Pro-Am state champion is Hunter Shaker.
The whole guy. I want to thank Jacob for trying to give me a run for my money that didn't work, obviously. Yeah, Team CDI Racing.
Want to thank this guy right next to me too. Actually giving me some competition this year. Should have won it, but it is what it is. It's always next year, you know. Yeah, same sponsors again. Team CDI, We Graphics,
All right, your quad all-star state champion is Cameron Ice. Okay, quad rubber unlimited. In fifth, we got Jim Mitchell. Fourth, Rodney Mitchell. Third, Landon Lefebvre. Second, Robbie Mitchell. And your quad rubber unlimited state champion is Anthony Schmeck.
Come on, Robbie, wrap your arms around it.
I would like to thank my family, all my friends that support me, and nothing like my whole life racing my group.
I was up here already. If anybody wants to buy chickens, go to my neighbor Cole.
Let's go!
At Cole Farms. And I would like to thank Adventure Costumes and Lefebvre Racing.
I'd like to thank Mike's Corner Store Truck, Mount Brandon Racing, my parents, Mitchell Customs and Rodney for giving me some shots throughout this year.
I'd like to thank Metro Costumes, neighbor at Colt Farms, and my crew chick, Cody. Yeah, that's about it, really. Yeah! Miller Light, too.
Hey, we were Mitchell Customs, all the guys out, my wife, Chuck Norris for making us all so awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, Venus.
All right, quad rubber limited stock. In third, Rodney Mitchell. Second, David Schmidt. And your quad rubber limited stock state champion is Anthony Schmidt.
Once again, I'd like to thank my family, my friends, everyone that supports me, Chris and Jessica for putting this on, and a huge shout out to Dusty Martin from Low Life Racing.
I'd like to thank Chris and Jessica for putting this on, and my son for putting up with me for doing this in my life.
Metro Costumes, neighbor, Colt Farms, Matt kept us our race fuel, and thanks for Chris for putting all this on. So what do we got now?
All right, for utility quad, we got Haley Valaris. So that's our state champion.
I'd like to thank my papa and my mom.
You're doing really good on time this year. So for women's rubber quad, powder puff. In fourth, we have Caitlin Blunt. Third, Haley Ballard. Second, Audrey Dickber. And your women's rubber quad state champion is Kaylee Schmidt.
I just want to thank everybody who let me ride their quad. Mason Shepherd, Jersey Peak, all the Schmitz, with the big racing. Yeah! Thanks, guys.
I would like to thank my mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, and Mitchell Customs.
All right, so for our special awards tonight. So, to have everyone's attention. So, for your special award, Rubber Tire Rider of the Year, Deacon Lickbelt. Your vet rider of the year is Jacob Gilbert. Youth rider of the year, Odin Music. Studded rider of the year is Hunter Schaefer. Your women's rider of the year is Cameron Ice. Most improved rider of the year is Reed Barger. Our most valuable rider of the year is Lance Richards. And then our track of the year is Leisure Lake.
I just want to thank everybody that's behind me.
I just want to thank my mom, my dad, my papa, Ann Arbor Board of West Branch DL Racing, and Cost Motorsports, and Standish Milling, and Forbidden Wheels.
Team CDI Racing.
Family, Team CDI Racing.
Everybody that's supporting me.
All right, we're going to take about a 5-10 minute intermission, and when we come back, we're going to give all those wonderful prizes away. If there's any of my state champions that did not get one of these Dutch bags, you can please come up here and see me.